Fellow Nigerians, while the nation is currently bedeviled with so many challenges, especially the massacre that took place in Benue of recent, the only thing that bothers your Senate President Akpabio and his fellow criminal is to invade Senator Natasha's house. The previous day, 17th of June, in the night, while men slept, some underground men, admin, stormed Senator Natasha's family home. Recall, this is the second time this is happening. Anyway, before we deliberate on this, kindly do me a favor by giving a thumbs up and please share. I want us to take a listen as Senator Dixon Seraki, what he have to say about Akpabio. Okay, it's a short clip. Let's take a listen. When we come back, we'll dissect this. Please don't forget to like and please share. Thank you.
That, again, is another blatant, suppression and disrespect for my rights and privileges. I or any senator, by the Constitution and the rules, we have a right to raise issues. And by the Senate rules, he has an obligation to listen to it and rule on it. If he's got majority behind what he's doing, his majority can have the way. But my minority must always have my say. And I'll communicate that to the Senate President. A lot of us were embarrassed and ashamed. But that's about that. The communications were about to take constructive objections and concerns. Well, that tells you how the APC has reduced Nigeria's democracy to. I take very strong objections to that. If you have a military administration in the midst of a democracy that we are celebrating today, of all days, why did the president and the Senate president choose today, being Democracy Day in Nigeria, to read those undemocratic and unconstitutional and illegal communications to the National Assembly? I will not even bother to take constructive objections and concerns. Well, that tells you how the APC has reduced Nigeria's democracy to. I take very strong objections to that. And listening to the president's very flowery, otherwise impressive speech, let me say this. It's a good thing to make beautiful declarations of principles and show democratic commitment. Words don't show democratic commitment. What matters is actions and actions. But you cannot be celebrating democracy. You cannot be flaunting yourself as a Democrat on the one hand, and on the other hand, be trampling democracy under your big presidential foot in Rivers State. The president missed a golden opportunity to raise and deepen democracy in Nigeria by restoring on today's Democracy Day democratic and normal civil constitutional rule in Rivers State. Of all the things the president said, the president was silent about Rivers State. And today is about democracy. Today is not about repression. Today is not about suppression of the views of the people of Rivers State. Today is about respecting and upholding the democratic rights under the Constitution and the laws. These issues that some of us feel passionate about, it's not because of Fubara's nationality. It's not about Fubara's party, if he has any. And these days, you can't even be sure which party people belong to. So I'm disappointed, firstly, that the president never said a word about the undemocratic developments in Rivers State, which he has enabled, which he has brought about, which he has sanctioned, and which he continues to sustain, and creating an impression as if all is well. No. As long as any part of Nigeria is under military rule, democracy is endangered in Nigeria as a whole.
The first thing some slaves, okay, followers, we say is that, what is your proof that Senator Akpabio is behind this? That's what they will say. I will start by saying, by also asking you a question. Was there any form of Senator Natasha's family has been attacked before this quagmire, this issue between her and Akpabio came about? Was there anything of such? Wasn't after this saga between she and Akpabio, trying to expose Akpabio, Akpabio started renting men, renting women, renting, the only thing he did rent is his ancestor, to go after Senator Natasha. Please share this video until it gets to Akpabio. I want Akpabio to know that we are not careful, the likes of me, Holy Ghost, are not careful to say the bitter truth to you on this matter. You are so belittling yourself and so belittling the office of a Senate president. Now, just 2 days ago, Senator Natasha released a write-up. Friends, just follow me closely so you understand what is going on. Release a letter, a write-up and all, of a court summon. After the first, the court summon that Senator Natasha had, which is to appear today, Wednesday, in Abuja High Court. On Monday, the shameless Attorney General, in collaboration with IG of Police, these guys, what did they do in return? They secretly, went to file another case against Natasha, submitted that morning around 9 a.m. without a consent. You understand? Now, wanted to use police to go apprehend her so they can give judge the pressure that she doesn't want to appear. You file a case today, somebody wasn't aware. According to the information gathered, Hamad car, different police van were already stationed at court to go and arrest Senator Natasha. Can you guys see what these guys are doing? Isn't it a shame and a slap on Nigeria as a sovereign nation? The taxpayer money should use to better the lives of Nigeria, better the lives of the country. This taxpayers money you should use to fight insecurity. You are using it to fight a lady who is trying to expose a promiscuous and a shameless Senate president. This is a shame. Akpabio is the one behind this attack. You're going to get details later. Probably going to hear from Senator Natasha herself. Akpabio is the one behind this. Okay. The first time after this saga came out, why is Akpabio doing all this? Just follow me close. Why is he doing all this? They wanted to apprehend the arrest, okay, so as to prevent this one by all means not to submit evidence. Isn't that what they have been doing? The so-called Senate committee called her to give her opportunity to submit her evidence. That wasn't done. Okay, now that is gone. Now you guys went to court. This woman is very much ready to come to court. She's very much ready to come to court with evidence. But Akpabio is still trying to pass through back door to harm this woman, to terminate this woman, in order to just stop the evidence. Is this not shameful? I want to ask, since this issue of insecurity came about, what happened in Benue? What has this irresponsible Senate president, which action has he taken as the number top person in the country? What has he said? What let's just imagine his own children are involved. He's not bothered with that. He's only bothered in attacking a woman who is trying to expose his indiscipline.